Joining the conversation right now, Fox Business's Dagan McDowell, National Taxpayers Union Senior Fellow and Forward Strategies President Mattie Duppler is here, and Payne Capital Management President Ryan Payne. Good to see everybody this morning. Well, they passed it, and let me just comment, Dagan, I know that that's a shortage we like, that shortage in animals to adopt. That was one good part of this story, but this $2 trillion coronavirus stimulus plan, obviously the biggest, largest stimulus ever in the United States, far more than the $831 billion passed during the Obama administration to combat the 2008 financial crisis.
Absolutely. The most important thing, Maria, in this is getting unemployment benefits to people who lost their jobs overnight, whose paychecks disappeared overnight, getting that money into those people's hands. This is more than $250 billion in unemployment benefits. And here are just the details. The deal is going to extend the duration of jobless benefits to 39 weeks from 26 available in most states. $600 per week increase for the first 4 months, a bonus payment available through July 31st. And here's the kicker. These benefits are now extended to contract workers, the self-employed, freelancers, and other non-traditional workers who lack benefits in some states. This is the most critical part of this entire stimulus package. But I said it yesterday, and I'm going to keep saying this. Speed is the biggest issue here. How quickly can people get these benefits? These unemployment offices across the country are backed up. We need to do this and do this fast.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to have any delay in the House. I mean, we'll see, Mattie. I know you're out with a new op-ed this morning on foxbusiness.com.
That's right. And I'm going to disagree slightly with my friend Dagan here on what's most important in this bill. Absolutely, we need a social safety net for the people who lost their jobs through no fault of their own. However, I think the important thing in this bill is the support we're giving to businesses. Remember, one of the bright spots of this economy was the employment picture, right? Last month, we saw 273,000 jobs added to private payrolls. Unemployment's been the lowest it's been in 50 years. We need to use the strength of this economy to make sure that we can recover once the virus threat subsides. So making sure employers can continue to keep people on their payrolls, even if they can't work while we're keeping people home. That's so important to have that backbone for when the virus is gone, employers can recover, the economy can recover.
Well, you write in your op-ed, coronavirus crisis is not the 2008 financial crisis. Washington can deliver the relief that America needs now. So you think that, well, there are some similarities, I guess, but how would you say these stimulus plans compare, Mattie?
Well, I would say that they are significantly different for one big reason. In 2008, the financial downturn exposed some very big deficiencies in some of our large institutions, right? I mean, there was some moral hazard happening in 2008 that the government was required to step in to keep the entire economy from cratering due to the fact that we had a lot of risky behavior happening in the financial services sector. It's completely different this time around. Now we have the federal government telling employers they have to shutter. They have the federal government telling consumers to stop consuming when we're an economy that is powered by consumption. We need support for the employers that are the backbone in this economy, and we need the federal government to be able to offer that support in a temporary way so that when this pandemic is over, the economy can continue to turn the way it was prior to the threat of this virus reaching the United States shores.
Before you get to Ryan, I'm going to just weigh in with why these numbers also matter in terms of the individual checks that are going to go out to families in this country. Because $1,200 on the surface might not sound like a lot of money, but we're talking about $3,400 for a family of four, many families of four. If you look at real median household income in the United States, you break it down every month, $3,400 covers about 2/3 of 1 month's income, and that does not include unemployment benefits. And I still assert that individuals and families are the most important people to protect in this. I know that we need jobs down the road, but we don't want suffering. We have a heart as a nation, and that's why the individuals and families are most important.
I totally agree with you, Dagan, but we need that continuity so Americans can continue to plan. I mean, the best thing we can do for Americans, besides giving them money.
Absolutely. From the day that this virus broke out, we've advocated for businesses and individuals. But in terms of getting aid to people who literally can't buy food, it's critical.
Yeah, and I wonder how markets react to this number we've got coming up in about 2 hours, Ryan. We got the jobless claims numbers coming out. Last week it was, 281,000 on the week. But there are estimates this week that go all the way up to 4 million. 4 million jobless claims. That's going to be the number, obviously, that sets the tone for markets today, Ryan.
Yeah, no, it's an absolutely crazy number, Maria. And I think, we're past euphoria with the market. Obviously it's a huge stimulus package, but, just going to what everybody's saying this morning, how long is that money going to take to get into people's hands? So I have to agree a little bit with Megan and Mattie on this because, yes, we have a lot of people right now that have already lost their job. A lot of my small business owner clients have already laid people off. So I think that's a big component of this, but also small businesses need that money. 85% of Americans are actually hired by small businesses. So I think both are very, very critical here, and I think reality is going to set in here. So markets could be a little choppy here. I think we're past euphoria.
Well, and that's why both elements are in the bill. We've got more to talk about in terms of the stimulus package. A big show this morning. We'll slip in a break. Coming up, my exclusive interview